Selena, the queen of Tejano music, was on the brink of international superstardom when her life was abruptly cut short on March 31st, 1995. While the official story attributes her murder to Yolanda Saldívar, the president of Selena's fan club, the circumstances surrounding her death have given rise to unsolved mysteries and conspiracy theories that continue to this day. Welcome to the Mysteries of Latin America podcast, where we explore the myths, legends, and surreal stories that happen in the Latin American cultures of North, Central, South America, and the Caribbean for people all over the world. In this episode, we look at the untimely death of Selena Quintanilla, who the world simply knew as Selena. My name is Andrew Colón. Join me as we navigate the twists and turns of Selena's complex story, exploring financial motives, professional jealousies, government cover-up allegations, and some interesting conspiracy theories that surround her death, including one that she's still alive today. Definitely stick around for that. I invite you to subscribe and follow the podcast wherever you're listening to it, and I thank you for spending a little of your precious time with us. Selena Quintanilla's death on March 31st, 1995 is forever etched into the minds and memories of the fans of the Queen of Tejano music, because it's the date that she was fatally shot by Yolanda Saldívar, the president of her fan club and boutique manager, in a Corpus Christi hotel room. This is what the official account tells us. At that moment, Saldívar was facing allegations of embezzlement, and she'd been confronted by Selena for financial discrepancies. The confrontation between the two that day escalated, resulting in Saldívar pulling out a gun and firing that fatal shot. This official narrative, widely accepted in the legal proceedings that followed, led to Saldívar's conviction for murder, where she got a life sentence in prison. The investigation revealed that Saldívar had been embezzling funds from Selena's businesses, leading to financial disputes and confrontations between the two. The official account meticulously details the events leading up to the tragic shooting, with Saldívar's betrayal and embezzlement serving as the primary motives for the crime. The legal proceedings provided a comprehensive examination of the evidence, including eyewitness testimonies and forensic analysis, ultimately resulting in the conviction of Saldívar for the murder of Selena Quintanilla. While the official account offers a clear narrative of the events surrounding Selena's death, questions and skepticism persist. Some critics point to perceived irregularities in the investigation and suggest the existence of hidden motives. However, the legal proceedings and the conviction of Yolanda Saldívar affirmed the validity of the official account, closing a chapter on the tragic end of a cultural icon and leaving an enduring legacy in the world of Tejano music. But there are questions about that official account, with perceived inconsistencies in the investigation. Let's take a look at them. The investigation into Selena's murder has been marred by persistent allegations of inconsistencies, raising questions about the thoroughness and the accuracy of the official story. A notable aspect involves Yolanda Saldívar changing statements regarding the events leading up to the shooting. One notable change involved discrepancies in her accounts of the location where the fatal confrontation occurred. Inconsistencies in the details of the room where the shooting occurred and the events leading up to it raised suspicions and fueled skepticism about the accuracy of Saldívar's testimony. These changes in her statements were highlighted during the trial and became a point of contention, contributing to the perception that the full truth may not have been disclosed during the investigation. Furthermore, the handling of key pieces of evidence has come under scrutiny. The firearm used in the shooting, a pivotal element in the case, lacked a comprehensive examination that could have provided deeper insights into the circumstances surrounding Selena's tragic end. Critics argue that a more exhaustive analysis of the weapon's history and origins could have unveiled additional layers to the motive behind the murder, potentially changing the accepted narrative of a financial dispute. The timeline of events leading up to Selena's death has also been subject to persistent questions. Skeptics argue that inconsistencies and gaps in the timeline weren't adequately addressed during the investigation, leaving room for uncertainty about the interactions between Selena and Yolanda Saldívar in the critical moments before the shooting. These unresolved timeline discrepancies contribute to the lingering doubts surrounding the investigation and the extent to which critical details may have been overlooked or downplayed. But the investigation isn't the only area where there have been doubts. The motives for Selena's death have also been argued back and forth over the decades. Let's take a look at some of these possible motives. The financial irregularities linked to Selena's murder center on Yolanda Saldívar's alleged embezzlement. As the president of Selena's fan club and manager of her boutique, Saldívar was entrusted with handling the singer's financial affairs. An audit revealed that she had misappropriated significant funds, leading to her dismissal from Selena's inner circle. The embezzlement allegations, coupled with the strained professional relationship between the two, form the basis of the official motive for Selena's murder. The financial discrepancies, specifically involving Yolanda Saldívar's mismanagement of Selena's finances, remain a critical aspect of the case. Some theorists argue that there may have been hidden factors influencing the investigation, prompting questions about the thoroughness of the legal proceedings and the potential existence of undisclosed motives. Another mystery revolves around the dynamics among those closest to Selena. Her rise to stardom was marred by internal conflict and professional jealousy within her inner circle, contributing to the enduring mystery surrounding her tragic death. Yolanda Saldívar's position as a trusted confidant in Selena's inner circle became a breeding ground for resentment and betrayal. Selena's family and business associates, especially her father, Abraham Quintanilla, and her sister, Suzette Quintanilla, were vocal in their suspicions and disapproval of Saldívar's actions. The escalating tension and betrayal within her inner circle easily could have laid the foundation for the tragedy that unfolded in that Corpus Christi hotel room. The theory of professional jealousy in Selena's murder gained strength from the testimony of individuals within her close-knit team. Chris Perez, Selena's husband, documented in his book, To Selena with Love, the internal conflict and mistrust that pervaded the singer's professional life. His first-hand account talked about the toll professional jealousy took on Selena's relationships and the toll it ultimately played in her untimely demise. The impact of professional jealousy and inner circle conflicts on Selena's life and legacy underscores the complex interplay between fame, trust, and betrayal within the world of music superstardom. And then there are the more extreme ideas that are more like conspiracy theories, at least at first. The death of Selena Quintanilla in 1995 has sparked persistent theories, with some alleging government involvement and a cover-up in the circumstances surrounding the murder. While the official account points to Yolanda Saldívar, certain theorists propose that Selena may have inadvertently become entangled in a larger political scheme. One prominent name associated with this is former Texas State Senator Mario Marcel Salas. Salas has suggested that Selena's influence and popularity posed a perceived threat to certain political interests, leading to clandestine government intervention. According to Salas, Selena's ties to his advocacy for a Tejano museum in Corpus Christi could have made her a target. He argues that her involvement could have threatened the political agenda associated with the museum project, prompting a cover-up to protect vested interests. Salas suggests that Selena's death wasn't a random act, but a calculated move, and he's called for a reinvestigation into the case, claiming that key details were deliberately overlooked or obscured. And possibly the most unusual, yet compelling, of the let's call them alternate theories, is the one that Yolanda Saldívar never killed Selena, and that Selena staged her death and is still alive. Proponents of this theory often point to alleged sightings that circulate online, claiming that Selena has been spotted in various locations. Sightings of Selena, allegedly alive and well, have been reported in different countries, contributing to the persistent belief that the Tejano icon faked her own death. These alleged encounters, often shared through social media, range from mundane settings like grocery stores to more exotic locations. Since her tragic death, unsubstantiated claims and alleged sightings of her being alive have persisted within certain circles. One of the most widely circulated stories comes from a woman named Norma Martinez, who asserted that she saw Selena at a mall in Texas in 1997, 2 years after her reported death. Martinez described the encounter in detail, claiming that Selena approached her and spoke about faking her death to escape the pressures of fame. Despite the lack of concrete evidence or photos, this account has lingered in the annals of Selena conspiracy theories and comes up from time to time. Another notable claim comes from a woman named Carla Gonzalez, who asserted that she saw Selena alive in Puerto Rico in 1996. According to Gonzalez, Selena confided in her about her desire for a quieter life away from the public eye. The alleged encounter was never substantiated, and skeptics say these stories are fueled by a combination of wishful thinking and a desire to perpetuate the myth that Selena is still alive. And then, recently there was a TikTok video where Selena is conducting interviews. Skeptics, though, say those are completely faked and have been done using artificial intelligence. Despite the lack of substance, these sightings continue to captivate segments of her fan base, reflecting the emotional connection fans maintain with the late singer, and just like Elvis, the desire to keep her memory alive in alternative narrative. So where are we today? Well, today, Yolanda Saldívar is still serving a life sentence at the Mountain View Unit, a maximum security women's prison in Gatesville, Texas. Saldívar, who was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison, has been behind bars for more than 26 years. However, there are rumors that she could soon walk free, as she has met the criteria for a parole hearing. A report from the spokesperson for the Texas Department of Criminal Justice says Saldívar has no blemishes on her record that will keep the board from holding a hearing to determine whether to release her. That same statement, though, also says that Saldívar hasn't requested a parole hearing, but that she can do so at any time, and that the victim's family can file affidavits in support or opposition of the request if that happens. With rumors of this going online, Selena's fans have expressed their outrage and disbelief at the possibility of Saldívar's release. Many have taken to social media to voice their opinions and share their memories of the late singer. Some have even started online petitions to urge the parole board to deny Saldívar's request. But again, Saldívar hasn't yet requested that hearing. While the mysteries surrounding Selena's death persist, we have to recognize the lasting impact she's had on the music industry and the broader cultural landscape. Her influence on the music industry is profound, and several artists have openly expressed their admiration for her and cited her as an inspiration. Some notable music stars influenced by Selena include the Queen Bee herself. Texas native Beyoncé has spoken about Selena's impact on her, especially admiring her stage presence and contribution to Tejano music. In the movie about Selena's life, there's even a brief moment where a young Beyoncé says hello in passing to Selena as they walk past each other in a Texas mall. Jennifer Lopez portrayed Selena in the 1997 biopic Selena and has frequently expressed her admiration for the late singer's talent and legacy. Country music star Casey Musgraves has cited Selena as an influence, praising her ability to blend different music styles and energize the stage with her charisma. Pop singer Demi Lovato has also mentioned Selena as an inspiration and even covered some of her songs in tribute. The singer and actress Becky G has often spoken about Selena's impact on her career, acknowledging the influence of Selena's pioneering role in Latin music. And then, of course, there's the pop star and actress named for Selena herself, Selena Gomez, who's been a huge fan as long as she can remember. Selena's influence is evident in the continued celebration of her music, the annual Selena Quintanilla Day in Texas, and the posthumous release of new music and events held in her memory. The mysteries surrounding the death of Selena Quintanilla continue to captivate and intrigue, fueling discussions, debates, and even conspiracy theories like we just heard. The financial motives, professional jealousy, government cover-up allegations, inconsistencies in the investigation, and claims of sightings contribute to the complex narrative surrounding the Queen of Tejano music's tragic end. Her impact on music and culture is undeniable, making her story one of both tragedy and inspiration. Friends, thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Mysteries of Latin America podcast. This is a place where we explore the myths, legends, and surreal stories that happen in the Latin American cultures in North, Central, South America, and the Caribbean for people who are from all over the world. I invite you to subscribe and follow the podcast wherever you're listening to it. And I thank you for spending a little of your precious time with us today. I'll have another mystery for you next week, so make sure you check us out then. I'm Andrew Colón. Adios.